Good morning on day 2. I am just starting out on a hike a little outside of Leavenworth called Icicle Gorge. So it's supposed to be about 4.5 miles, not super long. It's not a ton of hills and mountains and stuff. I'm still kind of burnt out from yesterday and also literally still sunburnt. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but yeah, it's not pretty. Hence the full-on shirt today. So we'll see. It's currently raining a little bit, which I'm not mad about per se. So we'll see how we go. Here's how the trail is starting out. Very woodsy. In theory, we were supposed to go along this like gorge with a water thing feature, but I think that's coming up. We have made it to the river. Super pretty out here. Just a handful of other people on the trail. Definitely some mosquitoes, which I'm not really loving, but as long as I keep moving, it's not too bad so far, knock on wood. So we'll see. And we've come to the bridge to get over the river. It is no joke, rushing water. Probably from all of the ice melt from all the heat recently, my guess. I'm on the other side of the river now. It's definitely like wetter. There's more moss, more old logs and things. Kind of cool. Update. So the bugs have gotten worse as the rain is like slowly letting up. So I busted out my new bug head net situation. Why have I not owned one of these before? Like, I look ridiculous, but there's no bugs like flying into my face. It's amazing. Okay. In other news, just got finished with like a very wooded, foresty type section, and if I'm hearing correctly, we're back to the water, which is exciting because I prefer that. I think I found some wild blueberries. I'm not sure enough to actually eat them because what do I know about plants, but you know, sure look like blueberries to me. Just got to the next part of the trail. It's opening up. Also the sky is turning blue. Just nice. I just hope it doesn't get too hot while I'm still out here. It's a cool trail. I'm not sure if these types of bridges are everywhere in the US or just sort of Pacific Northwest Washington thing, but I sort of love them. Incorrect. So I finished my other hike and I'm driving back down into town, and I just stopped on the side of the road because it's a pretty place. The mountains are huge, and that same river opens up and it's parting through these bigger rocks here. It's really pretty. I was hoping I could like walk along the river for a little bit, but apparently that, which I thought was a little path, is actually just a private road, so not so much. It's still nice. So I just stopped for another quick little like walk hike on the side of the river, a different river this time, but yeah. Just got to this really cool looking bridge. Walk over the water. So now I get to somehow get across that stream. My choices are this stick, wood plank, or that sort of bridge. I think I'm gonna go with sort of bridge. I found a third option, this much wider plank, so I'm going with that. That's the road, right next to the river. I'll go this thing up. Well, I made it to the end of the trail. Just sort of stops at that rock. It seems like there are some pathways that go a little further over there, but that's also kind of a sketchy route, and yeah, I don't think that's for me. Turn around and head back there. It is so unbelievably hot out that I had to at least. Oh my god, that's amazing. And also really cold. Well, I'm doing it. I'm doing cold water swimming by choice. Wish me luck. I did it. It was very cold and it took me a while to get in, but I did it. Well, an hour later, I am headed out from the river. I was in the water most of the time. Granted, only up to my waist most of it, because that was less traumatizing to my ability to breathe and like my circulation and stuff, but it's good. I have never done this sort of thing before, but maybe this is something new for my summer adventure. So I decided to stop in Leavenworth. It's always a little interesting to see the kind of pseudo-Bavarian branding on, you know, very like chain things, but it seems they've turned their main street into a pedestrian-only zone. I don't know if this is a COVID thing or if it's just what they're doing now. I mean, I kind of love the idea, honestly. So I'll just stop and maybe grab something. Well, I was not successful in procuring food. It's actually really busy here, even though the streets don't look that bad. It's just, there's a lot of people. I waited in that line for a while, and that woman in the white shirt, you know what I mean, woman in the white shirt, she was right behind me. That was like 20 minutes ago. So, and she's moved up like 3 people. So yeah, that's the state of things. I think I'm gonna mosey and see if I can find any food or something elsewhere.